Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returnee, thank you so much, and if you're new on this channel, God bless you so much. Please kindly like, subscribe and share this video to your loved ones. You never can know who it might be of help to. Okay, I'm going to take you guys through on how I made this Nsala soup today. The first ingredient is my uda. Yeah, that's one of the ingredients. And the second is the unyanya. Yeah, I'll be using it as part of the ingredient as well. This is my oziza seed. You need this oziza seed to spice up the soup, and that's my seasoning cube, and this my ugri okpei as one of the ingredients. The next is my utazi leaf. Yes, I'm going to show you guys how I actually use the ingredients one after the other. And the next is my chicken. Yeah, I actually got the chicken breast. Yes, this is the part I want to use for this recipe. And the next is my crayfish. I'll be using crayfish for this. And my ataro dough, I used it as well. And my yam for thickening. It's called ofe nsala for a reason. It's actually called white soup for a reason. And next is my onions. Yeah, I use those onions as part of the ingredient. So into my mortar, I have my pepper, and that's me pounding it. You can blend your pepper, please, if you wish to, but me, I wish to pound, because every ingredient I'm using now, I'm going to pound them. And next, I introduce my crayfish to the pepper. I have to pound everything together. And the next is my oziza seed into the mortar after I was done pounding the pepper and the crayfish. So I'm pounding my oziza seed properly, very properly, into the mortar. This soup is not for the lazy. It's not a child's play. It's sweet and very delicious, but it has a whole lot of work. You have to really work out for this recipe. I was done with that. Okay, I wasn't properly done. I had to turn, then continue with the pounding. After then, I added my ugriokpe to the oziza seed. I have to pound everything together to make sure I had a very smooth texture from the oziza seed, because you wouldn't want to be biting that a particle from the oziza seed in your soup while eating. So on fire, I had my pot and I introduced my properly washed chicken into the pot. I have to season this together. That's me. I just went in with a little quantity of pepper and very little crayfish on it. And this my oziza seed and ogirokpe, I introduce it to the pot as well, because I want the ingredients to really marry each other to flavor out on the steaming of the chicken. So I went in with my seasoning cube, 2 of the seasoning cube. That 2 is enough because you're using local spices. So that 2 seasoning cube is enough for till the soup is ready. And that's my uda. And I'm pounding the uda in the mortar. After I was done, I went into my soup with that little quantity of salt, because my chicken was properly done. So I added water to it to boil everything together. That is my uda after I was done pounding it properly. So I allowed my soup to boil. So this is what I got. My soup was properly boiling, and I decided to check on the food. I added onions to this soup. I think I missed that part. And this is my yam. Please, that yam I showed you, I didn't use everything. It depends on the quantity of soup you want to make. I use this much quantity of yam because I want to eat part of the yam after boiling. Okay, so you can use as little as you want. It's just to thicken the soup. I went in with my yam. As the chicken is boiling, the yam will boil as well. So this is my oziza my utazi, sorry, not uziza leaf, it's utazi leaf. I'm arranging it after it was properly washed, and thus I have to cut the leaf very tiny to my desirable size. And after cutting this leaf, I have to boil hot water to pour on it, because you know this leaf is usually very bitter. If you don't wash it properly with hot water, you end up messing up your soup. And please, at this point, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please, in the name of God, subscribe, like this video so it will go viral. You don't know what you guys are doing for me. Please subscribe so you'll be the first to get a notification whenever I post any food content. Okay, this was me after I was done chopping the leaf. I had to put it in this plate, and I think this leaf was very long, so I have to recut it. Yes, I had to recut the leaf to the size I actually want it. I recut the leaf. I made it tinier than this. Yes, very tiny than this actually. But I actually like the way this leaf is, but because I'm using it in a soup, I have to cut it to be a bit tinier than this. Yeah, that is it. This after I was done cutting the leaf. And this is me in the kitchen girl. So I want to cut part of this unyanya, the one I will be using. I was trying to peep if if the camera is actually getting what I'm doing. I'm all alone in this kitchen. Okay, yeah, so I had to cut this part out because it's what I'll be using. Please, at this point, you have to wash it properly before cutting. You can see how neat it is. It was properly washed before I cut it out from the stick. So I introduced more water to my soup because very soon I will be adding my yams as for thickening. So this is it. I had to break part of the stick. Then this is my uziza. This is my everything in the plate is my uziza seed, my ogirokpe, and my uda seed. So, and that's part of unyanya I cut. I have to put everything in the pot. I also went in with my crayfish and atorudo, my pepper. Yes, at this point my yam was ready. You know, I introduced this yam on time on fire, so I was removing the yams from the pot to pound. So I will pound it. Okay, so I remove the yam from the pot, then went into the mortar with the quantity I want to use to thicken the soup. Yes, pounding this thing wasn't easy, trust me. It's actually not easy pounding it. And this is me going into the pot with the yam. You can just put everything at once into the pot. It will dissolve once the soup gets boiling, like properly boiling. You have to cook it with a high heat. Yes, but mind, I cooked it in a medium heat. So once the soup is properly boiled, this yam will dissolve. But if you think, or once you check on your pot and it's not properly dissolved, you have to use your spoon to dissolve the remaining part of it, because at that point it will be very soft. Yes. And then after I covered my pot and I came back to check on my soup, and my soup was properly boiling. Everything was okay. I tested and the seasoning and everything was all right. At this point I have to remove my unyanya because I feel the flavor is already in the pot already. And this is my utazi leaf. You know, after cutting it, I had to boil hot water and pour in the leaf to let that bitterness. So this is me. I went into the pot with the utazi leaf, and at this point my soup was ready. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'm begging you guys now, you guys should subscribe, like this video so it will go viral. Thank you guys for watching, and may God bless you. I love you all. Yes, Lightyear Empire loves you all. I love you so much. Thank you. Bye. See you in my next video.